Hey Virgos, I hope you guys are doing great. It's Tipsy here to do your general life tarot reading for September 1st through the 15th. Let's jump right in and start pulling some cards. We're going to grab a couple of oracles to see what overall energy is surrounding this reading for you. And the first card that we have out is First Chakra, Archangel Michael. Let's pull from the Moonology deck and see what other energies are surrounding this reading for my Virgo collective. Wow, that came flying out. And we have New Moon in Taurus, Prosperity Lies Ahead. So we'll see how those cards fit in for this reading for you. But let's get into some tarot and see what's going on. So starting with Virgo's current energy, we have the Tower. Let's take a peek at what's currently hidden from you. What aren't you aware of? We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and we also have the Ten of Cups. For advice from Spirit, we have the Four of Swords. And for your potential outcome, we have the Ace of Swords and we have the Four of Wands. Let's grab another tarot deck and clarify these cards a little bit further, starting with your current energy. We have the Empress. What's currently hidden from Virgo? We have the Moon. For advice from Spirit, we have a couple that came out. We have the Six of Cups and we have the Six of Swords. And for your potential outcome, we have the King of Wands. All right, so getting some Lenormands and getting final messages for your current energy, Virgos. We have the Mountain. What's currently hidden from you, we have the Stars. We have Clover for advice from Spirit. And for your potential outcome, we have the Snake. All right, so let's get into this, Virgos. The overall energy that's surrounding you guys right now, we have First Chakra, Archangel Michael, and we also have Prosperity Lies Ahead. So when we think about the first chakra, it's the chakra that's sort of at your base of your body, right? It's at the bottom of your spine. This is what keeps you grounded. This is what keeps you sort of rooted in reality. And so it feels like there might be a need for you to now more than ever to sort of ground yourself, to center yourself. And this might, for you entail meditating or going outside and walking barefoot, spending time in nature, doing breathing exercises or yoga, whatever helps keep you grounded. You might think about calling on Archangel Michael for guidance and protection to sort of keep you safe, to keep you centered. But there just seems to be a need right now for you to just find your balance and to find your flow. With the Prosperity Lies Ahead card, I almost feel that you need to be in this place of being grounded and centered because there's something good coming towards you. And if you're sort of out of balance, if you're not feeling too stable, you might either miss this opportunity or you might, I don't want to say you're going to mess it up, but you might not be able to take full advantage of it in the way that you would if you were sort of already grounded and centered. So it feels very much like there are good things coming ahead. Right now I'm getting a super peaceful vibe from your reading. So let's see what else we have going on. For your current energy, Virgos, we have the Tower, we have the Empress, and we have the Mountain. So it's interesting because I think that Taurus also got the Mountain card for their current energy. But for you, it feels as though whatever challenges you've had, I almost feel like they're in the very recent past. I don't think this was something that you experienced like several years ago or even like a whole lot of months ago. It feels fairly recent, like within the past few weeks, the past few months. It seems as though there were some obstacles that you encountered with whatever you're here for this reading about. It feels as though you've overcome them, right? That things sort of fell apart. I just heard darkest before the dawn. And it feels as though you've gotten some lessons out of whatever those challenges were, the changes that occurred, the crumbling down of something that happened for you. And it almost feels as though you're taking, all of that dirt and whatever that fell down, and you're using it to help you nurture something else. It feels as though after all of these changes, after this chaos, that you are now in sort of nurture mode, that you've gotten your lessons and you're ready to plant new seeds. Like it feels as though you're in a place of feeling ridiculously capable about your life. And you have sort of this renewed energy that, yes, you can accomplish things. Okay, had a couple of setbacks. Things weren't as smooth as I wanted them to be. But you know what? Right now, I got this. I'm good. I understand what I need to do. And so it feels as though, based on what happened previously and the sort of lessons that you got out of it, you are now stepping into your boss mode, where you're much stronger, you're much smarter, you know where to put your energy, and you're ready to do it. So it feels like a very empowered energy on your side right now, Virgo. What's currently hidden from you? We have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Ten of Cups. We have the Moon, and we also have the stars. So I think that right now, what you're not seeing is that this sort of slow walk that you've been experiencing with the setbacks and the challenges, that's going to start kicking up into high gear. That's going to start moving a little bit faster. And I think that it's because you're not sort of running around all out of sorts and dwelling on the past and, feeling every single feel that you can possibly feel about it. I think that you've taken time to come out of that energy. You're grounding yourself, you're centering yourself, and you're going to start seeing things moving forward in a much better way than you did previously. There's a lot of happiness coming towards you. And I don't know if you can necessarily see that right now. I think that you have all of the motivation and the good intentions and the strength that you need to start moving forward. But it seems as though because this experience is relatively fresh, your goals, your ultimate outcome might seem a little far away for you right now. And so that might be one of your challenges, right? Is that you can't necessarily see your dreams being here in this moment. It still looks a little bit far down the road for you, but it is coming. Prosperity lies ahead. We have the Ten of Cups for what you don't see, but that's exactly what's coming towards you. So looking at the advice from Spirit, we have the Four of Swords, we have the Six of Cups, we have the Six of Swords, and we also have the Clover. So I feel like this is Spirit's way of telling you to just be easy. Be easy. This past experience that you had, continue moving. Continue moving towards calmer waters. That's what you've been doing. That's what you've been working on. Grounding yourself, finding your inner peace, getting to your place of resilience and just overall balance is what I'm seeing. So Spirit is saying, continue doing that. Take your time. Make sure that you take care of you so that you can stay in this energy that you found. At the same time, I'm also feeling like you should keep an eye out for things that happen almost like serendipity, right? There are no coincidences. So if you start seeing signs, if you start getting a feeling that you should do something, if you're pulled in a direction and it makes sense for you, it feels as though fortune is on your side. So it might seem like a huge stroke of luck to you, but it's all sort of divine order, is what I just heard. So follow those signs. If something feels like it'll be lucky to you, take a chance and go for it, because it seems like it's going to turn out quite in your favor. So looking at your potential outcome, we have the Ace of Swords, we have the Four of Wands, we have the King of Wands, and we also have the Snake. So what I'm feeling for you in terms of your outcome, and it's positive with a little bit of a caveat. So it feels as though you are going to be exposed to something that is going to have the potential to create a good foundation for you, something that's super positive, for you. At the same time, I also feel as though there is a need for you to be grounded and to be able to assess things logically, because there might be someone who pops up who, for whatever reason, wants to interfere with this path that you're finding yourself on. This path to abundance, keep an eye open, because there might be someone coming along who will interfere. And I'm not necessarily getting that it's malicious, that they're doing it intentionally because they don't like you as a person or whatever the situation is. I almost feel as though they might be interfering because they're trying to look out for themselves, and you might just be sort of a casualty of their ambition. I'm not getting that it's something super personal, but at the same time, just make sure that you stay grounded and you protect your path, because this is a path that you're meant to be on. It just so happens that it coincides with this other person who is also trying to solidify their path. So just keep that in mind. But what I am seeing overall is that what you've been working for, what you've been dreaming about, that sort of, top of your goal list, it's coming towards you. Just make sure that you follow the signs, follow your intuition, and lean on all of the lessons that you've learned in the past. So I'm going to grab one last oracle card for you and see what final message Spirit has. Okay. And we have a few that came out for you. Let's grab them and see what we have. Okay. So the first card out, when I'm grateful for what I have, I can feel good along the way to what I desire. The second card that we have is, as soon as I choose to see the light in dark corners, I redirect my power toward what I want. And we also have, when I'm tuned into the energy of abundance, I become abundant. So Virgo, I feel like these cards are really reinforcing the experiences that you've had, the lessons that you've learned. When you're grateful for what you have. In the moment when things are a little bit challenging, as I see with this mountain, it doesn't necessarily feel like something that you should be appreciative of, or that you should be, you should be grateful for, you should enjoy. But once you come out of it and you're able to sort of see the bigger picture and how it fit into the context of your life, then maybe you could say, I'm glad I learned this now as opposed to 10 miles down the road. It's almost like getting a flat tire in the parking lot of a gas station with a mechanic. It's at the time, it's like, oh my God, a flat tire, this is horrible. But once you get it all fixed and you're good to go, looking back, you can say, wow, I'm glad that happened at the mechanic shop and not when I'm driving in the middle of the desert. and there's no cell service and there's no humans for another 100 miles. So it feels something like that, right? That you can now, looking back, be grateful for the lessons and the experiences that you've had. Seeing the light in dark corners and being able to redirect your power. You came out of this. You were able to shine light, and now you're standing in your Empress energy, ready to move forward, redirecting your focus and sort of channeling your power now into what it is that you want, especially with these lessons that you've learned supporting you. It's kind of like, yeah, I'm going to be smarter the next go round, and the next go round is here. And then when you're tuned into the energy of abundance, you become abundant. You are looking for your 10 of Cups that's coming into you. It's moving towards you. You're embracing this path of going into calmer waters based on what you've experienced and learned previously. Fortune is on your side. It's almost like you're dancing on the sunny side of the street. So keep dancing that way because it's coming in. Just make sure that you keep your eyes open for other folks who might step on your toes a little bit. So Virgo, I'm going to leave it there for you. I hope that this was helpful and I hope that it resonated. If it did, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. In the meanwhile, stay safe, stay healthy, and I am sending you all huge hugs.